Welcome to this Windows channel, and this is the tech news for Thursday, October 8th, 2015. Not a lot in the news today, so we're going to take a look at two little news items that I found of interest. One is about the installs of Windows 10, going back to that 110 million number that Microsoft released on Tuesday, with the Microsoft event. And I had a few questions from viewers about this, including one saying, well, how is this actually, calculated? Do I have installed Windows 10 5 times? Is that 5 installs in that 110 million? From what I understand, is Microsoft really is talking about unique installs, meaning that 110 million computers are running Windows 10 and not counting, if you installed it 4 times, it's not counted as four but as one, because they know. So that's from what I understand basically on the Windows install. So it would be a real number of 110 million computers running Windows 10. And talking about that number, I was thinking about the fact that, from July 29th release to August 29th, we had 75 million installs. And then from there to now, we are at 110, which is 35 million more, which means that the first month we had 75 million installs, second month more than half at 35 million. And we're expecting a slowdown, but how much of a slowdown is a normal slowdown in Windows 10? Basically, Microsoft has a goal of 1 billion computers running Windows 10 in 3 years. Okay, they're already 1/10 of the way there, which is nice, but it's interesting to see how the slowdown will go in the next weeks and months, and especially having the next number eventually, which I think will take some time before anybody talks about it. I wouldn't be surprised we'll get a number only at 150 million for the next time, but that could take some time because it's really slowing down. And typically it's normal, but how normal is normal? That's the question I'm asking myself here in the installs. Typically, a lot of users, and this is the good old way of Windows, people tend to wait because people tend to want to see if their friends and family have Windows 10 and how they like it or not. One of the things that is will probably bump up the numbers. I think Threshold 2 in November, that first update to Windows 10, a lot of people wait for the first big update to Windows before they jump on the bandwagon of installing Windows. So maybe there's going to be a bump in installs there. I would expect also a bump of installs. Maybe, one thing, of course, I was thinking of the holiday season. People buy new computers for Christmas. That could also bump the numbers of Windows 10 because of the new computers sold. And finally, you know what? We'll have the biggest bump, I would believe, would be just before the Windows 10 free upgrade runs out. Typically, I think a lot of people will wait till the last minute to upgrade to Windows 10 for free. And I think there's going to be a big bump in numbers in the month before Windows 10's free offer ends. Also, the Redstone update, that big Windows 10 update, will probably bump the numbers also because that's going to be a major update. And it's stated for June, but anything is possible, and I wouldn't be surprised it could be pushed back a month or two, and then Redstone update would be after the free installs of Windows 10 ends. So we got to check that. If we look at TH2, that's a month late. Then there's always a possibility of a Redstone that could be late. But it's going to be interesting to see the numbers and see the installs of Windows 10 as time goes by, and see how they progress. And it's always nice to see how many people are running the same operating system. In other news that we have today, well, we have the Dell that is First of all, a little piece of information for those that are interested. There's a Dell is looking at a merger with a company called EMC, which is a data storage company. I believe they also own VMware, and that's a big, big merger. If that would happen, that would really make Dell a huge company. Dell is the third biggest PC maker in the world, and one of the features, one of the interesting things that they've announced actually this week also is the release of new Dell XPS 13, 14, and 15. Two-in-one PCs, tablet versus laptop type computers. So that's interesting to see that they are releasing new PCs with Windows 10, these hybrid PCs. And also with the new Skylake Intel processors, which are brand new and make these devices much more powerful. And also, which is interesting, they make these devices very power efficient, so battery life must be much better on these devices. And it's nice to see that different PC makers are starting to make new hardware. And with the holiday season, Christmas only 2.5 months away, I think we'll see more and more of these announcements from different vendors, HP, Acer, and so on computers coming up. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe to the channel. You'll be informed when new videos are online. We post videos every day. Thank you for watching the tech news for Thursday, October 8, 2015. If you have any comments, questions, maybe problems, please feel free to ask. We'll try to help you if we can. Don't forget, we have a live show now every Tuesday from 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time on this channel, where we answer questions from you, the viewer, to my channel. First was this week. We'll have episode number 2 next week. So thank you for watching, and hope that you follow us on the channel.